was like 12 hours with traffic because I was coming from Wisconsin, and then coming back it was more like 10.
Oh, you're the dude from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah.
So we got guys driving from all over creation to come here, spending, and I don't even want to know what your gas and hotel bills, food, and everything. Like, I mean, these folks probably spent well over $1,000 this past weekend to come to a ball game.
Think about it. Let's really think about it. Austin drove 12, 10. Other guy drives 17 and a half hours, which is ludicrous. I know
Round two with these clowns.
Lower Alabama that drove 9 hours. God only knows where other people drove from. I mean, they act like these people are coming from just Knoxville in the mid-state and, and Chattanooga or North Carolina. I mean, people are spending a lot of money to come to these football games.
Right, and so, like, I understand that, like, winning is going to obviously solve a lot of those issues, but, like, then when you're on Twitter the next day and you see some of the, the sun will come out tomorrow and, like, isn't this funny tweet, which I think has actually since been deleted, like, it just rubs you the wrong way as a fan, obviously. So is there anything that can be said short of winning that would actually, you think, that would get people back on board?
Well, like, I began the show today with an apology, and I always think that's first off. Whenever you get in a fight with a friend, and you have a couple hours to cool off or whatever, like, and unless you start from an apology, like, that friendship is irrevocably damaged. You have to be able to look your buddy in the eye and be like, man, I was sorry, I was out of line, like that kind of thing.
That's why I said what I said earlier.
I don't think that changes anything. Like,
doesn't.
if Philip Fulmer came out and said, I'm sorry for, like, no, that doesn't
I'm
make
hoping they
everything
don't
copacetic
recognize
immediately.
the name or phone number or something.
It's a start.
If they do, they
And
probably
so
won't
that's
turn
not
it
going to
on.
happen. So I'm with Bear. If that's not going to happen, the only thing you could do to get fans back, first of all, you got to win this weekend. And then you probably have to win in the swamp. And I don't think either of those things are going to happen, quite frankly. Certainly not the win in Gainesville. So you're in, like, folks.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, no doubt.
This is going to be a long year. We might be at the beginning of a really, like, you thought 2017 when they just wouldn't fire Butch Jones for like a month and a half was crazy. Like, we might be about to get, like, total insanity. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Nutso calling Nurse Ratched and administered the electroshock therapy treatment.
But what if Tennessee wins the next two, goes down to Gainesville and loses by 7 to 10 points?
Yes.
Are you forgiving? Not forgiving. You'll never forget the loss.
Yeah.
But do you take yourself, okay, they're bringing me back in. They're kind of slowly bringing me back in.
Maybe. We'll see. We can't hear you, Bear. We'll see what happens. If you beat Georgia, obviously that's a big step in the right direction. If you win one of the BYU or Florida games, I think that you give yourself some time to maybe get it turned around.
Florida.
At that point, you're
No, because at that point I'm asking.
It
makes the disaster on Saturday seem even worse to me. Like I said, you better win a lot of damn football games this year.
I don't know. Anything else, Austin?
That ain't happening.
No, that was really it. I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys
they
taking
still
my
come out
call.
in Florida.
Thanks for
Hopefully
kind
figure it out.
I appreciate it. I mean,
Appreciate you calling him.
you drove from frickin' Wisconsin, man. That's a diehard right there.
Wisconsin.
Matters to that dude. 865-546-8200. Let's talk to Phil next. I want to make that Uncle Lou moron wait a little while on hold. Phil, you're up next on The Drive. Good afternoon, sir.
What'd you do, call me a moron?
No, there's some Georgia fan trying to get through. We're going to make him.
Well, I heard a Kentucky fan's been trying to get through all the shows in Knoxville today.
Oh, he waited.
Everybody
Listen,
finally got smart enough to cut him off.
We did. So this guy, the first caller to our show today, called before we got on the air, waited on hold half an hour. He got on hold, and he's called us before, and I can recognize it because he talks like this, like he's like he's about to be.
They're not gonna put me on.
Have an orgasm live on the air every time he calls, and so like as soon as I recognize him, I just cut him off. So he waited on hold for half an hour and couldn't get through in one sentence before we cut him off, and just went right to the next caller. So there's that guy, and then there's.
Well, I'm glad the mayor's up in Kentucky now. You know it.
And now we got this inbred Uncle Lou, like he's got his 12 Georgia fans that follow him on Twitter listening to the show because he thinks he's going to get over on us. But I don't even know if I'm going to take his call. I might just sit here and talk trash about him for, I don't know. Let's see how long I can make him wait.
Well, guys, I mean, might just have some entertainment.
Thanks for the free publicity, guys. Thanks for the free advertising, guys.
I never think I'd ever see a day that Tennessee would lose an opener to a pile of garbage.
Phil, I mean, you've been following it longer than any of us. Like, I mean, where are we, man? Is it over?
It pretty much is, unless we have the intestinal fortitude to do the right thing, and we don't. We don't want to win bad enough here. That's what the problem is.
The weird thing to me is people went back to the other two historic losses that everybody always recognizes is.
The thing is, I didn't really clown on them when I called in last time. When I called in over the summer, they were talking about Tennessee's chances of beating Tennessee, Alabama, or Florida. And I just called in and said, look, you guys got to quit pumping these fans up. You're not beating those three teams. Like, the goal this year should be beating Vandy and Mizzou. That's basically all I said, and then they just got all butthurt about it.
Rutgers was not in the Big Ten.
One of these guys on here, the one called the Bear, he got so mad after I called in that he went on Twitter from the radio station account and started tweeting out my mugshot from 2013.
I don't remember it being burnt down. I mean, people didn't. It just wasn't the same.
Well, Georgia State's like if Mississippi State had a football team, they beat us. That'd be about what it amounts to.
Yeah.
I'll type the number in the chat.
And Mississippi's got more than UT, or am I wrong?
I mean, here's the thing, guys. I mean, would we all agree that there is talent on this roster? Maybe not Georgia, Alabama talent, maybe not Florida talent, but
there's middle of the road SEC.
Yeah, like Kentucky, Missouri, South Carolina talent. Like, we all agree that we've got that, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we do. I think I think we got the worst quarterback in the Southeastern Conference. And we're going to have to depend on outscoring people to win. We won't win the game the whole year. Our defense is terrible.
You think they're going to trot him out there the rest of the season?
If y'all just tuned in, these idiots just spent like 5 minutes saying we're gonna make that. We got Uncle Lou trying to call in this idiot inbred Georgia fan. We're gonna make him hold.
Is Jennings still the best quarterback on campus?
Yeah, but
I mean,
guys, we can't put him in the Wildcat and run a bunch because he's injury prone. He'll get hurt.
But he wasn't lying when he said that. He is still the best quarterback on the team.
Well, guys, we're so far away now from. We're not even as good as we were when Brick to Brick choked away back a few years ago. You know, I mean, that's how bad we are.
That's pretty dark days.
Offensive line can't block. Our defensive line deceive. I mean, I don't get it.
And Drew Richmond was starting for USC this past weekend.
Oh God.
Yeah, all these guys are Tennessee fans. This is a Fox Sports Radio Tennessee Vols radio show out of Knoxville.
Our administration, proves to me if they want to win the football, then we're going to continue to be awful.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Well, I mean, I don't see anything really changing on that front. I mean, they got Randy Boyd in there kind of running the campus on an interim basis, and we'll see what happens there.
Did you say that former?
I'm not going to call from a different number. If these people don't have the stones to pick up the phone and talk to Uncle Lou, then that's an automatic L for them.
Well, I guess it is. I get fired twice. See.
Thanks, fella.
Well, I was thinking about that though, because Bear, like I've said since he got the AD job, that you just watch if this Pruitt guy doesn't work out.
We have some wager on this.
Newsflash, it looks like it's not going to work out. So, like, Philip Fulmer could slide in there and take the job for himself, which I'm not convinced. Like, that's hardly an ideal situation. Like, that's not necessarily what I want to see happen. But if, like, these guys aren't playing for Jeremy Pruitt. There's something going on behind the scenes. Like, they don't. They're not playing for him.
Feinbaum just said on the show that a head coach he was speaking with said that their players quit on Jeremy Pruitt.
Well, yeah, Saturday. I mean that happened at the end of last year, and they picked up where they left off against Vanderbilt.
I don't think he ever gotten back
against Georgia State.
He just said it on his show.
I don't need Paul Feinbaum to tell me that kids quit on Pruitt. I watched the damn game.
It was another head coach.
You said that the players, Butch Jones lost the locker room towards the end of the year.
He lost the locker room every summer.
No, you said he lost the locker room towards the end of the year. the players are playing for Butch at the beginning
Oh,
of those
yeah.
seasons. He would lose it maybe halfway.
17, I think he lost him
November.
after Florida.
Like, I think this guy lost the locker room at some point last year, and I don't think he ever got it back.
No. Definitely.
And I hope I'm wrong. Maybe they come out with the fire of the
More excuses.
Suns.
I'll believe it when I see it, because I saw guys walking in the middle of a play.
Including the coach.
Yeah. You're wearing a Tennessee uniform in Neyland Stadium, and you're on the field being given that gift to play and wear that uniform, and you're going to walk? I mean, really?
So as far as the Fulmer stuff
Yeah.
and him coaching is concerned, my only thought is, listen, if we can't afford to blow out the staff, like maybe you can afford to blow out Pruitt if he's the problem, because the staff looks good on paper, right?
If Pruitt is the problem,
Maybe you just
yes,
pull
he's
Pruitt
the
out of
problem.
here, and whether it's Fulmer or T. Martin, somebody who can motivate the kids, get them fired up to play, and get some cohesion to where the guys don't look miserable out there. They look miserable, like they're not having fun.
I don't imagine they are.
But that shouldn't be a problem the first game of the season. Like, okay, whatever happened last year happened. You put in all this work in the summer. I mean, you're lifting weights, you're running, you're going to school, you're doing all the stuff that you have to do, and you get out there, it's your first game. You know, ESPN is televising the game. ESPNU is televising the game.
These jackwagons are scared to put me on the
party
air.
Atmosphere. You're playing an overmatched opponent. Like, you come out there hooting and hollering, jumping up and down, fired up.
I've been on hold for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Walt's out there. Okay, we're getting the ball first.
They spent like 5 minutes a few minutes ago talking about Uncle Lou. Oh, we're going to make him wait, inbred
Come
Georgia
in,
fan.
freshman, don't red shirt. You get
I completely owned them the last time I called in here.
because you only get, half home games. And then, you take out the neutral site game.
If you hadn't seen the video from over the summer, I called in. They were on here talking about Tennessee's chances of beating Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee this year. So I called in just to laugh at them, and they got big mad about it.
One thing all those guys always say, they wish that they had realized how
I'm calling them today to see if they still feel that way.
badly they would miss it and how much it meant to them to be able to run through the tee.
Do you guys agree with me, though, that this is a possibility that if Pruitt is this big of a problem?
I probably should call. I don't have to wait on hold if I call Feinbaum. I have the hotline number. I call and get straight through on Feinbaum. These idiots here don't want to put me on.
Let him go, keep the staff, and whether it's Fulmer, T, or somebody.
These people are scared of Uncle Lou.
And coaching the team, taking on a CEO leadership role, letting Chaney coach the offense, Ansley coach the defense, and I'll decide when we're going for it on fourth down and all that stuff. But really, I'm just here to pump the kids up and talk to the media.
No, absolutely not. I don't see that happening this year. If anything happened with Jeremy Pruitt, it would have to happen after the season. And I think the only way that would happen is if he walked into Philip Fulmer's office and had a conversation and said, you know what, maybe I'm not cut out to be a head coach. I don't know. But maybe this is not going in the right direction. I think Jeremy Pruitt right now has not shown that he's a good head coach. He is a really good football coach. He'll teach you anything and everything about fundamentals, via position, anything and everything about that.
Bear, do you see this being is that even on the table? That
Oh yeah, let it get to the worst case scenario, like the asteroid's getting ready to hit us. Let him get to 0-6, 0-7, and let's ask that question again. Oh yeah, I mean he could. He goes over.
Yeah,
he ain't surviving that.
If Chattanooga beats you, then I mean you don't have much choice at that point, do you? You go down to Florida and lose, and you're 0-4 going into the off day. Like I think at that point it's just like lack of then it's on Fulmer. Like you got to do something. Like I don't.
Yeah, it would definitely be worse than 17. The only time
Nah, Handsome, they already spent like 5 minutes saying they're probably not going to let me on.
Time out. It's The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. More of your phone calls coming up. We got to get your Rocky Top report in here, brought to you by the Kregner Group. Stay with us. We're back with more right after this.
This is why the Uncle Lou YouTube show live on LouTube is way better than terrestrial radio. They got too many damn commercial breaks on here.
Having a nice website is smart business. Having a nice website that people can find is even smarter. Smarter searches is a
They got so damn mad last time I called in, and I really didn't say anything that bad. You can watch the video; it's on my channel. But they were talking about beating Georgia. This was over the summer. They spent like an hour talking about Tennessee beating Georgia, Florida,
Searches on your side.
and Alabama this season. And I called in and I said, I don't know why y'all keep pumping the fans up like this. Like you should be talking about beating Vandy, Mizzou, Kentucky, things like that. Like you get these fans so hyped up, and then everything is a disappointment. And they got mad and cried and personally insulted me. And then this guy that's on the show that calls himself the Bear, he got so mad he went on Twitter and from the radio station account he started tweeting out my old mugshot. I mean, the dude was livid. He was shaking mad. I'm 100% sure he was drooling when he tweeted out that old picture.
Company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new.
And so I call in today to see. I just want to know if they still feel that way about beating Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. And I'm going to see if they want to apologize to me too. But like 10 minutes ago, the host of the show goes, "Yeah, and that old Uncle Lou's on hold too. I don't even know if we're going to put him on. We just might make him wait on hold all day." Inbred Georgia fan.
We're all about enjoying some Tennessee traditions. Let me tell you about another classic.
He's got his 12 Georgia fans that actually watch him, thinking he's going to do something on this show.
Students or fans, Monica takes care of it all. Whether you're preparing for an interview, party, or fall game days, Monica will have you looking your best. Call 865-850-7367 for an appointment, located at 1819 Cumberland Avenue. Remember, it's more than a haircut, it's tradition.
Building the future starts with the right tools. That's why you should ask West Hills Tractor in Jonesboro about the hardworking, dependable construction equipment from New Holland.
Oh, this just in, breaking news. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing this breaking news?
Compact excavators and compact wheel loaders.
Are y'all seeing this?
Model offers clean, responsive power, built-in comfort and versatility that helps you master any job, any challenge, anytime. Learn more. Stop by West Hills Tractor in Jonesboro or visit our website.
Are y'all seeing this?
westhillstractor.com.
Good night's sleep versus fighting to fall asleep. When sleep is good, you're good.
This just in.
Rise and shine. It's a beautiful.
Oklahoma's defense still doo-doo.
For over 80 years, Brothers Bedding has been providing a good night's sleep on their manufactured two-sided slippable mattresses. Brothers Bedding has the best no-hassle warranty in the market with easy 0% financing.
National RX in Farragut is Knoxville's home for a Nander professional.
That's not even fake news or alternative facts. That's straight up real. Oklahoma's defense, 2019, still doo-doo. Terrible. How bad is Notre Dame going to win tonight, though, over Louisville? Geez, Louisville's a trash can, ain't it? What if Notre Dame loses? Oh, that's why I didn't do the top 10 video yesterday. I guess y'all probably figured that out. But so the I update my top 10 every Sunday afternoon, but that'll be tomorrow afternoon, so we can wait for all the games to be played. Since the team that played yesterday and the team that plays today, Notre Dame is in the top 10. I'll wait and do the top 10 video.
All right, a couple quick notes passed along to you here on your Rocky Top Report, brought to you by
tomorrow.
Jeremy Pruitt speaking today. Not a whole lot of news there. He did say that sophomore wide receiver Jordan Murphy would be back after an illness and what is, just kind of par for the course, like about an hour after he made that comment, Jordan Murphy retweeting a video clip talking about, basically saying that he finds the fact that Georgia State spent $1 million, or we spent $1 million for Georgia State to come in here and lay the smackdown on us. He thinks that's very funny. So that's out there. BYU's in here, 7 o'clock on Saturday night. The line for this one, and this is why college football is so crazy. The line opens up Tennessee a 1-point favorite and has already moved up to 3.5-point favorites for the Vols. Bear, I know you don't know what any of this means, but it basically means that the experts who bet money on this in Las Vegas, and they all want to make money, think very strongly that Tennessee is going to beat BYU Saturday.
In what? In football?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, right? Let's play for, and I feel the same way you do.
I think they beat BYU Saturday.
Okay, we beat BYU Saturday night.
You also think we're going to Gainesville and winning?
Well,
that ain't gonna happen.
That's just a bet because you took the opposite, so I just wanted to go with.
BYU comes in.
What's up, Ivan? Thank you for the super chat, sir.
Are we okay Monday? Or are we?
Hell no.
No, you're not okay until you go down to Gainesville and actually put up a good performance.
And you know me. I mean, if Duke goes on to win a natty here, and I
He'll
beat him,
always be the Georgia State guy.
Yeah, I'll be like, look, what were you thinking, you dummy?
Well, we'll get back to it right now. But Bear, I mean, we've been saying before this turn, when everybody was, just Pruitt, all that stuff.
Yeah.
If this guy fails,
it'll be so delicious to turn on him because he's from
well,
Bama.
not even, I don't think it's gonna. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But when people turn on him, it will be worse than Butch Jones and Derek Dooley. Like we clown those guys, it'll be worse than that combined because he's a Bammer.
Roll down Tide.
Oh yeah, it'll get ugly, really vitriolic and venomous. A couple of big words for you, Russ.
Yeah,
be nasty.
And a little alliteration there too.
Yeah,
that was nice. Jeff is next. Good afternoon, Jeff. You're on the drive. By the way, your Rocky Top Report brought to you by our friends at the Kregner Group. You can check them out online at bonoshouses.com.
If you just tuned in, they know it's me on hold. They spent like 5 minutes crying, Uncle Lou's on hold, inbred Georgia fan, blah, blah, blah. We're going to make him wait on hold. These clowns may not have the stones to actually put me through because the last time I called in over the summer, I just owned their soul. They're still recovering, emotionally scarred.
The right way. What up, Jeff?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
Trey, my question's for you.
Hey, buddy.
Publicly, Pruitt is playing this cool, calm, collected. The sun will come out tomorrow. You said behind closed doors that Fulmer is livid. What about Pruitt? Does he understand the severity of the situation here?
Pruitt walked into a staff meeting on Sunday and absolutely lost his mind.
Okay.
Like every single one of those coaches on that staff got a piece of his mind, and then coaches on the staff gave each other pieces of their mind.
I get God. Which is not uncommon after a loss.
No, not at all. But they all let each other know how they felt and how they could try to get on the same page.
Rob Johnson, thank you for the super chat, sir. You called UNC upset in South Carolina. Should have bet the money line. South Carolina goes 3-9. Do they can Muschamp? I don't think Muschamp's getting fired this year, no matter what.
Much better, but it is good to know that
they care.
That behind closed doors,
right?
Yeah,
they care. They care.
Fire Jeremy Pruitt's eyebrow.
Man,
thanks for the super chat, Vodka.
Coaching staff is sick because also, you know what this does too? It kills them on the recruiting trail of what they're trying to do and text these recruits after a game saying, "Oh man, we just had a bad game." They're having to make excuses to players like Rakeem Jarrett or Antonio Johnson. Players like that, they're having to come up with excuses of what happened, but I will say, Sunday was not pretty, and this morning wasn't as well, but I will say that these coaches, they get along with each other, but let's not act like they're all best friends. They have a job to do.
Right.
But I will say that, yes, Pruitt came off.
Nobody gets along with Jeremy Pruitt. Nobody. He's burned every bridge he's ever crossed.
Why are you doing that now?
I don't know. Here's what's interesting. Somebody sent me a link to his first ever press conference in Tennessee, and he was fired up like he had done an 8-ball of cocaine right before he took the stage. Now it's very calm. He doesn't. When he answers the question
to be that way.
I think.
Dude, he almost looks sedated.
He was here's what it is. He looked extremely.
They got Pruitt hopped up on Xanax
when he got the job.
So
he
had
go back and watch that first press conference he ever had when he got introduced.
So you're saying he did the 8-ball of cocaine before that one, and now he's taking a Demerol before he goes out there?
It's weird. Like you don't see the
banging 7-gram rocks.
I don't know how to.
What the hell? I mean, is this hypothetical?
They won't put me on. They know it's me on hold. They spent like 5 minutes saying Uncle Lou is on hold. He's inbred Georgia fan. He called up over the summer and blah, 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 on and on and on.
I get what you're saying.
Talking about he's probably got 12 people watching him thinking he's going to clown us on our show, which is exactly what happened when I called in over the summer. And they said they're going to make me wait on hold. They might not even have the balls to put me on.
Up there and start banging the desk like
I don't know, do we?
First press conference.
What is? I mean, I want the emotion Saturday. I want it on the sideline and after the game.
But you got to send a message through the media to your players.
Yeah.
You can tell them everything and anything in that locker room.
Yeah.
But until you make it public to millions of people and put them on blast, not naming them by name, but putting them on blast, that really sends a message. That embarrasses them.
I don't think it does. We had Jordan Murphy tweeting out stuff.
I highly doubt Jordan Murphy's on this football team at the end of the year.
Anything else, Jeff?
Matt from Gainesville, thanks for Super Chat, sir, and welcome back.
Thanks, bud.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like some of this with Pruitt's demeanor, like we used to kill Butch Jones for being too high-strung during the games, and like people killed Pruitt a little bit last year at times for, kicking the dry erase board or whatever.
He's a football coach.
I don't know what the perfect demeanor is, but I know that the Pruitt we saw Saturday did not seem to be the Pruitt that we saw all last year, and just the way he was composed on the sideline. And
it wasn't the Pruitt that got
DeAndre Johnson's face
and get his attention.
He's got to find, and I understand that he's still a young coach and he's trying to find himself and trying to find his voice and who he is in all aspects.
Brad W., thank you for the Super Chat, sir. Yeah, I saw the boat fire before the game. That should have been a sign.
His voice, that's.
Thank you for the Super Chat.
Fine, but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence when you come out, one season to the next, and it's like you're a completely different dude.
A part of the job at the University of Tennessee when he signed a contract is media relations stuff. It's a Vol Network show. It's post-game show. It's going to events. It's dealing with the media, in some instance, and the public. Jeremy Pruitt right now is not using the media, us. When I show up for a press conference, Jeremy Pruitt is not using me to his advantage. Jeremy Pruitt needs to try and use me, David Ubben.
The Fat Man, thank you for the Super Chat, sir.
At least say the things that you think are going to get the positive
tell him about
reaction
23,000
out of the fan base, even though you might not even mean him at the time. We see this all around the country. You're not putting on a good presentation right now, and I understand that. You don't like.
They know it's me on hold. They've already talked about it, so they might not have the balls to put me on because they know what's coming.
What's up with that, man? Did anybody watch the Pruitt show?
Eric, thanks for the Super Chat, buddy. I appreciate that.
What happened?
Yeah, they're scared for sure.
He comes out there, and he's wearing the same.
I embarrassed him last time.
I don't think he changed.
No, right, didn't.
He looked like a bum. Okay, he looked like a disheveled bum. Like, I'm sorry, you can't throw on a sport coat. Like, you don't have to have a tuxedo on there. You don't have to be in your best three-piece suit. But for heaven's sakes, man, you're on TV. This is your coach's show. You can't put on a button-down and a sport coat.
You want to see go watch Will Muschamp's post-game show that he did after the game in Charlotte.
No,
that was awkward. Awkward.
All right, quick timeout. Stay with us. More of your phone calls on the way. The drive rage is on. It's Fox Sports.
All they do is take commercials here.
Radio. Back with more right after this.
I called the people in December. Over the summer. I don't know how many of y'all didn't see that, but I called this same show over the summer when they spent an hour talking about Tennessee beating Alabama, Georgia, and Florida this year. And I called them up just to tell them, stop pumping up these Vol fans with fake sunshine. You know that's not happening. Like, worry about Vandy and Mizzou. Like, that should be the expectations. You're just setting this fan base up for disappointment again. And they got mad and they got their feelings hurt and they started doing personal insults, and then eventually they just hung up on me. And then one of the guys on the show that calls himself the Bear tweeted from the radio station Twitter page, tweeted out my old mugshot. I mean, this guy was drooling mad.
Business touch. But now at Casey Kitchen Center in historic Bearden, we go beyond just countertops. Need space for a meeting, party, or shower? There's plenty of room for rent in our event center. Trying to exercise your creativity?
They've already spent like 5 minutes when I was on hold calling me inbred and all this kind of stuff. And I don't even know if we're going to put this inbred on. He's just here to laugh at us.
Here in Knoxville. Knoxville. So come visit the newly rebranded KSI at Casey Kitchen Center, located in historic Bearden, 5902 Kingston Pike, across from Food City and next to Pelican Snowballs. Showroom hours are Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and convenient Saturday hours from 9 until 2. Call 865-971-5800 for a free in-home countertop estimate.
I had a DUI. That's why I quit drinking.
That's the letter
Well, that's
A,
one of the
letter
reasons
C,
why.
kitchencenter.com. 9,000 kitchen and bath makeovers and counting. Casey Kitchen Center.
College football's here, and MyBookie is the official sports book of Fan Run Radio. With MyBookie, you get real Vegas odds on all the biggest games. And for the NFL, this year MyBookie is hosting the first online handicapping super contest. First place is guaranteed to win at least $100,000, and it only costs $100 to enter. Pick 5 NFL games against the spread every week to climb the leaderboard and score.
Oh, look, another Florida fan that thinks football was invented in 1990. What an idiot.
Knoxville. That's promo code Knoxville at MyBookie.
Georgia owns Florida. Get over it.
Slaughter's New American Restaurant, located at 9507
Thank you, Tate.
Pike in Windsor Square. Locally owned and operated, Slaughter's has...
I wear sunglasses for, the main reason I wear them is because the camera is here, but the computer screen that I'm looking at all the time is here. So it looks weird because I would always be doing this, and it looks like I'm not looking at you. It just looks weird on camera.
Over 2 million residential and commercial clients nationwide.
I started doing that at the beginning, and people made such a big deal. It hurt so many people's feelings that I would wear sunglasses inside that I decided to keep doing it.
Every Saturday in Neyland as a proud partner of the Good Sports Always Recycle program. And now they're partnering with us at Fan Run Radio to provide our listeners by using the promo code FANRUN. Call them at 865-522-8161 to make the switch today. Waste Connection to Tennessee Sports Radio for real sports fans.
This is The Drive.
Try not to play any music.
Knoxville. Well, real pleasant vibe on the show today.
It's been fun.
Put
We got
Lou
the
on.
Scott Satterfield era kicking off in Louisville tonight.
Yes.
Louisville, Notre Dame.
Is that the guy from App State?
Yeah.
You excited to see what Notre Dame looks like this year?
Hell no.
Are these people going to put me on or what?
I would imagine that they would beat down Louisville. Like usually your first game taken over, and like Notre Dame they were a playoff team for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I mean they're. What's the line in that game?
Jackpot, thank you for the super chat, sir. Who sucks worse, Pruitt or Muschamp? Pruitt.
Which is unfortunate. I mean, we'll see. You know, a lot of people were hoping.
Celine Driver, thank you, sir. Lou, remember as bad as we looked, at least we won. Yeah.
I didn't get to watch.
Florida looks a lot better today than they did right after that game. It's like addition by subtraction.
Everybody's like tweeting about that, like, oh my God, he's so good. It's
Thank
like,
you,
yeah,
Roots. I appreciate the super chat. Vols fans have created a fan base transfer portal.
And now he's going to a league where they don't play defense. Yeah, I think he's going to be really good.
332 yards, 3 TDs, 178 yards on the ground, and 3 TDs. What in the world?
And everything they do, this is what's so frustrating about where Tennessee's at, is you watch Oklahoma.
I don't get money from BetNow based on anything you guys do. You guys could deposit millions of dollars into BetNow. I wouldn't make a dime that way. That's not how my arrangement with BetNow works. So.
And then
we thought that's what we were buying by giving, Gump the contract we gave him.
You turn us on.
They pay me up front, so it doesn't matter whether you deposit $1 or $1 million. It doesn't. I've already been paid.
Last minute, nobody knows who has the ball.
Now, if nobody uses BetNow under my name, then they may not sponsor the channel next year.
Yeah, don't forget tonight.
But I don't get anything directly based off of what y'all put in there.
Louisville versus Notre Dame game makes some money, 19.5 points. Notre Dame is favored. I actually am thinking about taking Louisville tonight. I'll place my bet here in a little bit right before kickoff. But tonight, perfect example to hop on with them. Get in on the early lines now if you like Tennessee at -3 points against BYU, or you want to take the Cougars. Go with that one. But a lot of duds coming up this weekend as well. We do get Texas versus LSU Saturday night. Horrible timing because Tennessee plays BYU at the same time. But bet my bookie.
Well, good. Maybe nobody will see it. Like if we fall on our face again, maybe everybody else will be watching. LSU and Texas.
Everybody go check out mybookie.ag. They do fantastic things, have great lines.
There's more people listening to this show on my YouTube channel right now than are actually listening on the radio.
From ESPN and put it on like SEC Network or.
So it's LSU catching
in Austin
4.5.
Yeah.
And then what's the other game? Clemson and Texas A&M.
Yeah,
Clemson's like a 19-point favorite. Wow. The 18.5.
Texas A&M tight end says there's going to be an upset this weekend at Clemson.
I'm sure Jimbo really appreciates that.
Yeah.
We're playing the #1 team on the road in their house, defending national champions.
Come on, put me on, people. Find your balls.
That's what we want to do. Who's next, Fair?
Oh, we got Luke.
Luke. What up, Luke?
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, Lucas. How are you, sir?
They're trolling me now by putting Luke on and not Lou.
Telling you what, guys, every first game of the year since I've been away from college, away from my parents, we get together, and that's the quietest we've been together in a while. I'm telling you,
Jeremy Pruitt is in the chat. Good morning, and thank you for the super chat, sir. He says he's scared. You can't play hard and run the wrong way.
Here's the situation with that. Like,
Trace
I'll go
Louther.
ahead and say this.
I missed your super chat, sir. I apologize for that. Thank you. If Tennessee fires Pruitt's eyebrow, they should hire Joshua Dobbs' eyebrows.
And these are guys I don't speak with a lot.
You'd have to find Josh Dobbs' eyebrows before you could hire him.
Kind of where I'm from, so I kind of know who they are. And this could be a kid. And I asked one of them. I said, going through an 18.
I don't remember what their Twitter is.
Maybe he's just mad. I was like, all right, maybe that could be.
I don't remember what their Twitter is.
But honestly,
if you search for Fox Sports Knoxville The Drive, though, I think you'll find it, but I'm not sure.
But I will say,
that's the name of this show, Fox Sports Knoxville The Drive.
What you're showing to the Tennessee fan, and a lot of the media's picked up on it now. What you're showing to the fan base is, or even you're showing to your teammates, is that you're making a joke of what happened this past weekend.
I'll type the number in again. See if one of y'all can get through.
It's worse, and I can't believe he had the gonads to put something like that out there.
Well, the bigger thing for me at this point, too, is keeping the recruiting class together. I'm like, if we lose Harrison Bailey, they might just lose me, too. I mean, like, that's the hope and prayer is getting some new.
There's the number to the show. I just put it in the chat. I'm on hold, but they know it's me, and they've already said they're going to make me hold and put me on, and they might not even put me on. I owned these people over the summer when I called in, so they have PTSD still from the last time I called.
We're starting 1-3 probably with a win over Chattanooga. And I don't know if you got to do your due diligence and get in on some younger guys like Texas got Tom Herman. I don't know if you try to get Mike Norvell or what's
Jordan, thank you for the super chat. Breaking news: U2 denied entrance into the Sun Belt Conference. Still waiting D2 approval.
You guys talk about it, but I'm really like, if we lose Harrison Bailey, if we lose B.J. Ojolari, what do we do? Thanks, guys.
Man. I mean, like, if I'm betting, man, you're probably going to lose somebody.
You want to tell?
You gotta win a couple of ball games you gotta keep the Bailey kid in the fold too.
It doesn't look good to go after Raheem Jarrett, who's LSU or Maryland bound.
That's not looking good. Like, but you got to keep your quarterback, because here's the thing, man. And like, I've tried to defend Garantano, but I'm not gonna attack the kid personally. Like, he's out there trying. He's tough. He takes a beating, but he's just not a good. He's not a good quarterback for this level, so you better bring Harrison Bailey in because
official Roblox YouTuber, whatever your name was, I use OBS.
We need this Bailey kid,
because we heard all summer Tennessee was going to be pretty damn decent this year.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, you got to question everything that you.
I question everything now.
Standpoint, but I think
you listen what the general tell you
now.
now.
My feeling is that we need to get this Bailey kid in here and see if Tim Chaney can bring his magic. Otherwise,
I mean, the firewall is Cooper.
Yeah, that's Cooper Mays. That's the linchpin holding this house of cards up and keeping it from collapsing. Is our 3-star offensive line prospect from Catholic? That's the one.
You got to give me one of them. We didn't get Cade.
I'm gonna have to turn.
we'll do the Eli deal, like Ole Miss did. We got to have one of Kevin Mays' sons has got to play here. I'm done.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Russell too. You know, and I don't want to come off as
I had to put the chat on slow mode.
Wherever I don't know Jeremy Pruitt's
It's scrolling by too fast.
Again, I know them, but I'm saying maybe he means something else. Hell, I don't know. But we see this all around the country. When you've got freshman players coming in at certain spots and playing up to potential. Look what Bo Nix did for Auburn in a huge game against Oregon in Arlington on Saturday night. Drives them down the field, wins them the ball game. Look what Trevor Lawrence did at Clemson. You could go on. Look what Tua did at Alabama. Man, I'm about tired of hearing this crap.
I'm doing good football too. I'll be doing better if they put me through though.
Quarterback. We don't know what somebody has until you put him out there. And I'll be honest with you, Jared Garantano's been the quarterback at Tennessee for 3 years, and he's not progressed since the first time he was on campus. Right.
I mean, we know who Garantano is at this point, and like if y'all want to pile on him, I guess we can. But to me, it's
not
like,
going to pile on. You just know what he is.
It's trying to help him the best we can, I guess, because he's what we got to work with this season. But I mean, we saw.
You keep asking what the recording software is. It's OBS.
All right, stay with us. The drive continues.
Another damn commercial.
Knoxville back with more after this.
Jesus. I bet it's cheap as hell to advertise on this show. $5 per commercial, I bet.
Professional CBD oil has a special offer to fan-run listeners. You can bring in any competitor's empty bottle of CBD oil, and National RX will give you a 30% discount.
I hope they'll put me through. They know it's me on hold because they spent like 5 minutes talking about me after I was already on hold. And they said they were going to make me hold for a while, and they said, we might not even put him on. I completely destroyed these clowns when I called in over the summer, so they're emotionally scarred, and they're still dealing with a lot of therapy issues from the last time I called in. So they may end up not putting me through. I don't know. All I can do is wait and see. Jeremy Pruitt with another super chat. Thank you, sir. I'm calling. I'll get the answer you guys need on how to fix this program. Thank you, sir. You're a real trooper. Waikiki, thank you for the super chat, sir. I put their Twitter in the chat. Everyone go tweet them. Slow mode means you can only comment once every 60 seconds because the comments were going by so fast before I couldn't see them. They were scrolling so fast I couldn't see them. When you get over 700-800 people in here, it becomes almost impossible to read any of the chats. Andros, what's up, buddy? Good morning, sir. Big Dog Brett, what's up, buddy? I'm not going to go through the hassle of calling in with a different phone number and giving them a fake name and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that. If these people don't have the stones to put Uncle Lou on, then it's just an automatic L for them. So, and yeah, it's just what it is.
They cover auto, home, life, property, and health insurance. For a free quote, stop by their office, conveniently located.
I mean, they know it's me. They're purposely not putting me through. They said that. You know, they've already said it. Uncle Lou calling to clown us. We might not even put this guy on. You know, this is how they do.
Knoxville PBA Employees Credit Union is celebrating 85 years.
Best restaurant in Athens? Oh God, I'm not the one to ask about that. I don't eat at restaurants in Athens all that often. When I go to a game, I tailgate all day. I don't even go downtown. I don't go to a restaurant or anything. I go tailgate all day, go to the game, and drive home.
All free. Learn more at cbacreditunion.com.
The radio show is worse than the football team. Who said that? Captain Trips.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Have you sustained an illness or injury that leaves you unable to work and have been denied Social Security disability benefits?
Jeremy Pruitt is Matt from Gainesville. Okay, thank you, sir.
The Disability Advantage Group
Daniel Lundstrom, thank you for the super chat, sir. Oklahoma versus Tennessee next year in Norman. Yeah, Oklahoma's going to win that game by 50 points.
To ensure your best chances of winning at the next level. Call now so you can get
Uncle
the
and
benefits
niece's
you
coin roll hunting says Uncle Lou never been to a game.
No fees if we don't recover compensation for you. Call the disability.
Stephen Roberts, thank you for the super chat, sir. Give us the number and let us all call them. Yeah, I've put the number in the chat a couple of times. I'll put it in there again. It's
566-0800. As always, the consultation.
It's 865-546-8200. There it is right there, and I just put it in the chat.
At dag-us.com. The Disability Advantage Group.
Sean's Life Adventure says, Uncle Lou, you're my dad. Well, you're not getting any child support. Sorry. You're just going to have to make do with what you have.
Knoxville, the drive continues. Citizens National Bank is the official bank of the drive. You can check them out online at cnbtn.com. Citizens National Bank. Go local, bank from anywhere. Trust CNB's Go Mobile Banking app to let you safely
put Lou on!
Right from your home or while you're on the go. They're right here in your community offering advanced security and convenience features that make mobile banking with CNB safe and easy. Again, CNBTN.com, Citizens National Bank. Bear, how do you process it? You said you're still in shock, man. Were you like, what did you do yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What did I do yesterday? I worked for a while and then went to the pool.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Do we need to go?
Yeah, you need to go.
Let's go to the Fox Sports Knoxville Breaking News Desk.
Ryan Helinski has been informed from the South Carolina coaching staff that he will start this week at quarterback for the Gamecocks and moving forward. One source told Mike
Jake Bentley benched.
that Jake Bentley expected to be out at least 6 weeks with a broken foot, but it could be a lot longer.
Wow.
Gamecocks lose Jake Bentley.
Broken foot for Bentley.
I'm sure he'll return just in time to throw for about 400 yards on us in Neyland Stadium, while that deranged Elvis impersonator Will Muschamp looks up into the stands and talks about how fun it is to win in Knoxville because he's never lost to us.
Not as a coach.
It sucks for him, man. He could just. He never really got on.
You just went to the pool, huh?
Yeah.
That was my strat. Like, I got up yesterday, and I knew I had to get the still shots of the Jeremy Pruitt show. Because
these idiots won't put me on. I'm on hold, but.
And so I did that.
They know it's me.
And it was weird because the Pruitt show, where it's on, what is that channel?
It's on a new channel now.
CW?
Yeah, it's on a new channel now.
What the hell is the CW? Yeah. Anyway, it was on there, and the sound was all messed up for me, just on that one channel.
I was told that. A couple people.
Oh, really? So I wasn't the only. It wasn't my TV then. No. And so I couldn't actually watch the show. I just got the still shots. And then I went out and I worked in my yard from 10 a.m. till about 4 p.m. Man, just I came in for lunch and checked Twitter and got off a few tweets and everything. But I was out there weeding and just sweating my rear end off, just kind of losing myself in my work, not working. I couldn't deal yesterday.
I was sitting next to a mother and a crying baby while watching the Tennessee-Georgia State game. I was just waiting for that plane to go down.
I actually think that's probably the best way to watch that game. Is on a plane next to a mother with a crying baby.
Yeah. And the bad part about it is the Wi-Fi was so shoddy that, it would buffer about every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No one cares about this dry-ass story.
Sounds like it.
Of you on a plane. Not a single damn soul.
Did not know. I finally got some weird. I kept sticking my hand up in the air down in Mexico trying.
No, not a single soul cares.
I walked into the room down there.
This is a Tennessee Vols radio show. The Monday after the biggest loss and most embarrassing loss in SC history, and this idiot is telling airplane stories.
Freaking fan, really agitated.
Jake, intern Jake, what did you do? Did you go to the game as a student? Did you get student tickets? All right, we can't hear him. All right, never mind. We'll get intern Jake's thoughts later. I mean, microphone doesn't work. Sure, why not? Sounds about right.
Do the phone lines work?
865-546-8200. is your number. Is that Uncle Lou mouth breather still on?
Yeah, I think so. You really want to take this jump?
Yeah. I made him wait for an hour. I mean, that's good. I don't want him to hang up. Uncle Lou, what's up?
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, idiot. I mean, like, you called us. Like, is it the same time? Are you in the Eastern time zone?
Morning is a matter of perception and location, sir. But let's stay
Those are
focused.
big words for a Georgia fan.
Let's stay focused here. My favorite part of the show so far today is when you looked at Bear and said, "We know you don't know what any of this means. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I know it was accurate when you said that." Man, do y'all still feel
the part of the show was today, Uncle Lou?
Making me
when
wait.
I just flushed your sorry ass after you waited on hold an hour. He waited an hour. To that, he got one cheap shot off on the Bear, and then he got flushed. He got maybe 30 seconds of airtime.
These people are soft. Charmin soft. They hung up on me. Boy, these people are Charmin friggin' soft. I didn't even get to ask them if they still think Tennessee's beating Georgia, Alabama, or Tennessee this year. What a damn shame. Man, I know y'all are probably disappointed. Listen, there's nothing I can do. These people, they don't have the stones to go 1-on-1 with the great one. You done got me mad. You got me knocking stuff over now. I done got aggravated and irritated over here also in two. And in addition to all that as well. So, God dang it. Now see what y'all done did? I completely own these people. It's like they owe me money at this point. But I didn't even get to ask them about if they still think Tennessee's beating Georgia, Florida, and Alabama this year after this humiliating loss to Georgia State. But man, but there's 941 people watching, so the good news is more people have listened to that radio show via the Uncle Lou channel today on YouTube than have listened to that sports show probably for the last 3 months combined. But anyway, yeah, those people are soft. They can't take any criticism. Like I said, when I called them the first time, I didn't even clown them that hard. They were talking about beating Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, and I was like, listen, listen. Why? I told them, I said, you shouldn't pump the fans up. You're just setting them up for disappointment. I was like, beat Vandy and Mizzou. Like, those should be goals. Like, you're just setting yourselves up for more disappointment talking about beating Georgia, Florida, and Alabama in that. And they got all mad and started whining and calling me inbred and hick, just like they did today. And then they hung up on me just like they did today. And then about 5 minutes later, this idiot, the Bear that works there, from the radio station Twitter account, started tweeting out my old arrest photos from a DUI back in like 2014 or whatever it was. I mean, the guy was drooling mad. So be sure and check their Twitter account now. Lord only knows what they're tweeting out. Now. But anyway, so listen, I tried. That's all I can do. I can't help it. Those people are Charmin soft. They can't take more than about 7 or 8 seconds of Uncle Lou. That's actually pathetic and sad, real sad. I don't know what else to say. So I know you guys are disappointed. But what can I do? If they hang up on me, there's nothing I can do. So anyway, Uncle Lou live show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, which is a real college football call-in show. I don't care what team you're a fan of. You can call up and talk trash about me, Georgia, or any other team you want, and I won't hang up on you because I'm not nearly as lightweight as these clowns who are pretending to run a radio show up there in Knoxville. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in for this live stream. Sorry it didn't pan out the way I hoped it would. But we'll do more stuff like this in the future. I don't know. You guys send me emails or whatever other teams, local radio stations that you want me to call or whatever. But oh, you're on hold now. Well, I can't listen. I was listening through my phone. I can't listen now. I was listening by calling them. So. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. What's tomorrow? Oh, preview videos tomorrow. SEC preview videos, games of the week. So we'll talk about Texas A&M and Clemson game tomorrow. And then the Uncle Lou live show tomorrow night at 10. All right, you guys take it easy, and I'll talk to y'all again soon.